T-Man 978 Chill Review. Hello everyone, I'm reviewing Fans Toys Forager. You know he's supposed to be Masterpiece Kickback right here for the Decepticons of G1 days. Well, anyway, here's the front of the box, the left side of the box, the right side of the box, the top of the box, the bottom of the box, and finally the rear. Here's the first two paragraphs of the bio, and here is the last. As per the norm with Fam Toys, you get this styrofoam packaging right there. You get this credit card quality bio card right here with the bio printed on the back, again with these tech specs. All three of their Insecticons come with these Energon cubes, which are transparent in cube shape, of course. You get a little Phillips head screwdriver for this optional chest plate that he's shown with in the packaging. And lastly, this colored instruction manual right here with another little piece of paper that's showing you that these are sensitive parts, but they don't show you the part that's really even more sensitive than these. I'm gonna show you that later. Here is Forager in his insect mode, and I like him. The details on the Insecticons, even on the cartoon, were always sparse. So, luckily he's not covered in repro labels, because I'm not even sure if they made a set for these guys, but you can see the paint and detail right there. I like it. He has one repro label right there for the Decepticon symbol. I got this guy secondhand. And only thing of note in this mode, he has the gun storage right there. I guess that's his little insect butt. His legs can move up and down like that. Move like this. You have another joint right here, and a little toe right there can move. These arms up here have 1, 2, 3 joints, so he can wrap his little claws around things. These antennae can move forwards and backs. They feel a little fragile, and he has this little bug face that's reminiscent of the cartoon. The original toy, it was just his robot mode face. Of course, the legs can spread out like this and rotate, but I don't know how that would help you as far as his bug mode. If you want some G1 toy action, you could lift this up. He doesn't have any storage in there, so it's just something to do just for fun. And these wings are adjustable as well. They can go down and come up a bit, but when you do that, this tends to unhinge right there, which I don't particularly like. Unscrew this screw right here by my thumb. Now you can put on his optional little cockpit thingy right there, which does make him look a little bit more fragile, as now he has what would appear to be a glass back or whatever. They still painted that detail right there. Here he is with his Fans Toys Insecticon brethren, and yeah, they look good together. They look like what you remember from the cartoon, basically. They're roughly all around the same size. Of course, his frame is a little bit more thin than everybody else, and he's nowhere near as heavy as these two. They feel like bricks compared to this guy. This guy feels a little heavier than a regular Masterpiece, but he feels more basic plastic than them. This is how big he is next to the typical Masterpiece car. So, as you can see, they are kinda humongous. So, I don't know, the Autobots might be in trouble if you get these guys. Transformation, it's pretty simple, except two areas in the shoulder right here. Basically, you can start by pulling this down and taking the gun out if you want. Lift these feet up right here. Stretch the legs up. They come up a little bit and come down. Then rotate this end, rotate that end, and boom. It's like you're already done with the legs. That's way easier than the other robots. Next, you have to grab at the base. Make sure you grab at the base. Rotate these up. Get these arms out the way. Grab at this hinge, opening it. Now we can rotate this back to this position right here. Same thing over here. Next, you have to start sliding this hinge out right here. Like where these bug arms are and the robot arms are. It's super scary because I broke this thing, and this is why it took me so long to actually get to this review, honestly. But now we have that out. We need to carefully at the base right here, because when I turned this around over here, this part of the plastic just peeled right in half. This should have been made out of die cast, but carefully rotate this around at the base. And now we need to rotate these legs at their base into this position right here. You can go ahead and fold this down like that right there. Get that ready. Pull the other arm out the same way. Well, now you have both bug arms out and tucked under like this. The one leg, bug legs, tucked under like that. Go ahead and rotate this forward. Of course, turning the bug legs down at the same time. And this bottom leg should be curved in like that. Then we could bend this leg down like that. Same thing over here. Bring this forward. You kind of curve this at the same time. And push this forward, and it slots in like that. We could bring this down. Now we can go ahead and bring this up, and it pegs into a peg hole right there in his back. There you go with that. Now we grab these at the base again, rock them forward. Go ahead and close this hinge right here. Same thing over here. Grab at the base, rock that forward, close this hinge. The instructions and other reviewers make you think that this is the most dangerous part, but it's actually that shoulder assembly for me. As long as you grab right here, you'll be alright. Put the arms down or whatever you see fit. Flip the head around. I moved these antennas previously so you could rotate them up. Rotate them up. Grab this. Grab that chin. Pull that up. Push this head in. And going back to bug mode, you won't be able to figure this out probably. Grab this, and now you could push his little bug face through and grab it from the other side to cover that face. But here you go. Now he's transformed. He is extremely posable. The shoulders can swing out that far. Rotate 360. Swivel 360 at the bicep. Double jointed elbows that can bend that much. 360 swiveling wrist. All the fingers open up together. 360 rotating waist. Leg can kick out that far, kick back that far, and kick forward that far. He has double jointed knees only hindered by these legs right there. His toe can hinge forward that much and hinge all the way back and in. And his ankle can pivot that much, of course breaking up the sculpt a bit. He also has some bonus articulation where you can bend this back like that. The head, just like the rest of his crew, is where things get limited, and it's even more limited with him. I mean, he has a little ball joint that can wiggle like that, and the head can rotate 360. But he can't really look up, because when you start looking up, his head starts transforming. If you want to combat that, grab at the chin and hold the top of his head and lift up. He can look down that much, which isn't much. The hands are pretty much like the other guys. You have to put the fingers around the handle and then rotate things in for him to grasp it. So pretty much he should be able to get into whatever pose you want. I mean, for some reason I do feel like he's a little bit stiff, but I don't know. It might just be me, but he is super extremely posable, as you just saw me go through the paces. If you want, these wings can rotate forward and of course spread out like that, but they can't go back really. Here he is with his optional chest panel right there. I kind of like his more than the other two Fans Toys Insecticons, but I don't know. I still like the solid color better. Here he is next to some typical Autobot Masterpiece car guys. Here he is next to his Fans Toys companions, and it always feels good to complete a set. Here are some Masterpiece scale Decepticon dudes. Looks nice. Yay. Do I like them? Yeah. Am I satisfied with my purchase? Yes. But the real bottom line is, if you bought these two right here and you like them, of course you just need to get him to complete the set. So it's pretty much a no-brainer purchase. So are these good? Yeah. Do they extremely wow me? This one did, but not so much these two. The only thing this guy is lacking is he doesn't have double jointed knees, but I can see how you can mod that because I opened these legs. But he is a lot more posable than him. But yeah, I do like him. He feels like he should be a little bit less expensive than them, but I guess they're roughly all about the same thing. But he definitely feels like less material than them. But he's still a cool figure. I like him. If you like this video, make sure you click the like button. If you want to see more of my stuff, I should have a whole bunch of cards that's just popped up right there. Click that I button right there to watch one of my other videos. I have links in the description as well. Look at my social media links down there while you're down there. And anyway, thanks for watching. T-Man978 out of here.